Hey guys, Kitty Sapphire here, and welcome to Kitty Reacts. How's everybody doing on this wonderful day? So, a lot of you have been asking me about Resident Evil Village. Now, I'm not a huge survival horror fan. I'm not a huge survival horror fan, but I do like the lore. I'm kind of a strange person in that regard. I'm not a huge fan of the horror genre. I get scared very easily. I'm a very frightened, scared little kitty, but I do like the lore that goes into it. The story that's being told between Silent Hill's sort of like hellscape, mental hellscape, while Resident Evil is about, well, a giant corporation that basically instills your trust, preys on your trust, and it turns into a whole entire domino effect where biohazards are basically laid waste and laid claim on the world. So it's very fascinating where it went from this small little city of Raccoon City to now a worldwide fight against these biohazards, these monsters, these creatures, and it seems like each installment is just something different. You're taken to a different place. You went from a city, an urban type of setting, to we went to Africa, we went to the small villages of Spain, we went to the bayou the last time, I think in Resident Evil 7, stuff like that, and it's different each time I visit this place. So it's always been fascinating from that particular angle. The story, the lore, and now that they're doing Resident Evil The Village, or Resident Evil 8 in this case, they're going to Transylvania. Now, you know why I'm practically here, if anything. When it comes to Transylvania or anything of a supernatural lore, especially with vampires, werewolves, witches, etc., I'm there. You will find me there, wanting to see what type of twists and turns are they going to take these old classic lore and creatures and how they put their own personal spin on it. So this is going to be very interesting, and I know the main character, I've seen at least a bit of information regarding this, regarding Chris Redfield. He's back. I don't know how, I don't know where he's been. And then we have this new person from the previous Resident Evil game, Ethan Winters. Now, of course, the last Resident Evil that he was in, it was kind of tragic, so it's like, how in the heck did he get into this mess? So we're going to check out a few trailers for this, see what some of the reactions are. I've heard some other stuff about it, which I'm curious about, but we'll see how this goes, okay? So let's get started.
Hey now, think positively, all right?
Oh, this is his,
We talked about this.
his girlfriend that he lost.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
Capcom.
Castle Bell heralds danger.
It's beautiful. In a gloomy way.
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
And we have the mansion. I
Mother
know
Miranda,
at this.
I regret to inform you that Ethan
Oh,
has
this
escaped
person
Fool
here.
Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the
So
ceremony.
we got a new villain.
I
here.
won't let you down.
Well, new set of villains. I'll go into grand detail about
Can
that.
someone
particular
please tell me
character.
what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
The atmosphere is just gorgeous. Ooh. Oh god. Alright. I was saying the atmosphere was kind of beautiful, but I think I regret that. Okay? Huh? Oh god.
Well, Ethan Winters. There you are.
Okay.
Who the fuck?
Okay. Okay, this is the first trailer. I believe I picked 3 different trailers in hopes to give me a little bit of a different perspective. I got not only the fact that I got the Transylvanian vibe of like the old Universal monster movies such as Castle Dracula and what have you, but also certain things kind of crept out to me. Not only the fact of the very intricate decor definitely just rings so much vampire base, which I am completely here for. It seems like, well, okay. The character that I've been hearing a lot throughout the whole entire internet, since I do dwell on Facebook, I do dwell on Twitter. If you guys want to check out my pages, the links will be in the description section below. So if you want to check that out, we can talk more in depth about it. Everybody has been ranting and raving about this tall vampire lady. This extremely ridiculous giantess that gives heavy-duty vampire vibes, and I got a chance to take actually a very good glimpse at her, and I can understand why. She's very statuesque. She is it's nice to see a character that is not only extremely tall, but also not necessarily just a small frame young lady. She's also very curvy in that regard, so no shaming over here. It seems like she is the main villain of this particular story. I want to know who Mother Miranda is. Of course, we're dealing with a corporation or several corporations. Several of them have disbanded. I don't know what specifically is Ethan Winters tied to this and how it contributes to Resident Evil 7, because he got in contact with this fungi, so, you know, I don't know if he knows a lot of information regarding that past incident, and people are coming after him because of it. The flies, women that basically turn into sort of like a swarm of flies, that's a very interesting, another take of like the vampire lore. Usually vampires in like a swarm of some sort, whether it's bats, could be birds, various different vampire lores or adaptations of vampires. I've seen that happen, so I thought that was really cool. It reminded me a little bit of Devora from Mortal Kombat, even though this is a lot more cleaner, because it looked like in Devora's version, it looked like just a big black mist, but I digress. We're not talking about that. There's a lot of, the best way I can describe it is like dark female energy. You see a lot of carvings. The main villains are women, especially there's 3 of these smaller women compared to the main villain, sort of like a coven, and usually 3 women often makes up a coven of witches. So I get a lot of dark female energy from these particular characters, and they're scary. They're up in your face and what have you. Also, the statues kind of also gave me a little bit of tip regarding what type of direction that they're going into. A lot of them remind me of the old statues, the old the Mary statues, Christ's mother, the Virgin Mary. I see a lot of imagery regarding to stuff like that, and I wonder how like little simple designs like that really could symbolize something else going on here. So it might be me just digging, maybe it's just me, because from an artistic point of view, these are the things that I've seen, you know, see a lot of statues regarding that type of feel. Also the fact of the embellishments of gold and red, just the way the whole entire atmosphere based on this trailer looks is just very interesting. But we're gonna move on here. I'm sorry if this is gonna be a little long. Ooh.
Let's see what you're really made of. Ethan Winters.
And this guy looks like Von Helsing, just with a hammer. Huh.
Now we're here to give you an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay.
Section in the middle.
Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters. You'll make your way from the village to the castle. Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter. As you've noticed by now,
was kidnapped?
Resident Evil
This guy
Village
can't
keeps
catch a
the
break.
first-person perspective.
He lost his girlfriend and now he's
We think
looking
it
for his
really
daughter.
draws
This is
players into
ridiculous.
the detailed world we've created.
You know, I feel bad. Oh wow. This place is ornate. I love it. Oh wow. Chandelier's gorgeous! And the woodwork of the
You'll see a lot of those little details come to life here.
Oh, the railing, it's beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit because this reminds me of the hallways of Versailles in France. This reminds me of the movie Marie Antoinette. I just love those walls. I love it. I just love it.
The team put a ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel.
Oh, it's beautiful. Ugh, it sucks. You're not
From
supposed
art
to.
design to technology,
Okay.
everything ties in great and creates some beautiful visuals.
It's beautiful. But Dad, you gotta stay in the chair like that? Ugh. Feel bad for the person. Oh.
Now it's time to meet some of the castle denizens. As you'd expect, a warm welcome's not really what's in store for Ethan.
Come on, I felt that.
Man blood.
Now, let's take a look at him.
Oh no.
Wow. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Okay, yeah, that whole scene, yeah, I really got the Dracula vibe, and those are the brides, but instead of the brides, it's clearly the main female gigantus vampire lady and her 3 daughters. And yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I that is definitely for sure. I might not play it, but I will definitely be watching the playthroughs. What do you expect?
Shifting gears a bit, we're finally going to show off some combat.
Okay. Back up.
It's not just about shooting.
Up.
Guarding will also be an important part of the game.
And I want to grab the sword too. Oh wow.
Each type of enemy has their own distinct way
What
of
is
fighting,
that?
so you need to change up your strategy to defeat them.
Run!
Everyone
That
knows
guy
what to do with red
is
barrels,
wielding a
right?
freaking
Some of you will remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4. This time around, we've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo. There's also an assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
Okay, who is
How
this?
do you know my name?
Anyone has heard of the likes of you.
The merchant makes a return. This time he's known as the Duke.
Okay.
You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons, amongst other things. The director wanted to give him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations each time you encounter him. He's an interesting fella.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting pillow. Hey, you doing to
Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of items to find in your
That
car.
is an interesting boss. Ooh, herbs! Classic! Okay, this is... Ugh. Oh my god, what is
Wait.
that?
Do you hear that? And we've also got extra objectives outside of the main ones. Of course, it goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve for players to move forward. Oh, and
Run!
plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
Oh man, I will close the door behind us. I will close the door.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch.
Go away!
Well, that's one way to end the video. Now that we've shown you what's in store for Resident Evil Village, let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo. For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden.
Ugh.
Unlike the actual game, this experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
May I remind you where you find in the very beginning of the Maiden? I failed to mention this. This reminds me a lot of Elizabeth Bathory, Lady Bathory. She was like one of the most heinous female murderers, I believe, back in the 1300s. I can't remember the date, but she was a mess. And the torture chambers remind me of that. Some of the documentaries I've seen had similar tools, the Iron Maiden, these chairs that had like spikes on them. It was crazy.
We're hoping to have players get a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5 today. Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance
I will
to
watch
play.
a playthrough.
So we'll have a
of it just to
separate
get a
new
better
demo
idea
available
of
on
what this
all
is going on.
platforms, ready for sometime this spring.
Oh, this is the show.
Hey everyone! Don't miss your chance to be among the first to react to a new trailer and gameplay walkthrough from Resident Evil Village and more news related to the Resident Evil franchise. I cannot wait, and I will see you soon.
I'm not sure if this is like the last one that I'm seeing.
All clear. Don't move! Chris? What the hell? Take him away.
What? What did he do? Great, Chris has turned out to be a total jerk. Maybe. I don't know.
In life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Okay.
Mia.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
And his death.
Mother Miranda!
It's just a local tale.
Which usually a lot of them have a lot of truth to it.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
Yeah, this goes back to what I was stating beforehand regarding the energy that was going on with it. It seems like there's a lot of themes regarding to motherhood in this, depending on the story, regarding the mother and the child who basically ran into the forest, gave sort of like a grim fairy tale type of thing. Miranda now Ethan is looking for his daughter, and then you had this coven of people that basically were praising to a mother-like figure. On top of that, I think there was a dead, I don't want to like fetus, you know, in a circle. Just a lot of very really dark imagery, and I'm just curious of how they're going to go with this. It's not necessarily uncommon that they have sort of like these motherhood motifs in horror. Actually, it's been done several times. If you guys seen Carrie, if you guys seen, there was another one, an Australian horror movie that had to do with motherhood as well. There's several other stories, even certain tropes such as like Jason, the Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street ones has to do with a woman, specifically a pure woman in that regard. So it's not necessarily uncommon that this trope has been, but I'm just like, this is very interesting because Resident Evil, after 7, it's returning to form regarding a lot of the horror. Previous ones, it's like they did the survival horror part and then they went into like straight up action for a while, and now they're like starting to add a little bit more of that horror element into their storytelling regarding the game. So this is very interesting. I'm curious. Also, the craziness of one, like I said, going back to the villain regarding, now I kind of get it with some of the female, the tropes with it. Why is she so favored? I get it now. A little bit of it. So I want to say thank you guys for watching this with me. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you guys that are Resident Evil fans, old school Resident Evil fans, are really enjoying this. I'm really looking forward to this. Being the lore is taking another dark turn. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys have other videos that you guys want me to check out and react to, please put your suggestions in the bottom in the comment section. Please subscribe, please like, and if you want to see this channel grow or you have a couple of other ideas of what you'd like to see on this channel, please let me know. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!